Coachella Day Zero. This is the line as of 3:25 a.m. you guys.
So this is the tent that we rented. It cost $11,000 for a 4-night stay, which sounds absolutely crazy, but
shower situation. This is a pop-up that we have. Side, we have this bamboo mat so your feet don't get dirty with the muddy grass.
Come tour our camping setup.
Coachella is the desert festival that everyone swears is the experience of a lifetime. Flower crowns, golden hour selfies, celebrity sightings, and that perfect living my best life Instagram reel. But what if I told you there are two completely different Coachellas happening at the exact same time? Today I am breaking down the rich versus the poor side of Coachella, the stuff the influencers and the official promo videos will never show you. This is the real mess that actually went down this year, and trust me, it is wilder than you think. Let's start with day zero, because even before the festival officially kicked off, it was already a disaster. A whole list of influencers suddenly had their brand invitations revoked just 2 days before the event.
I was packing to go to Coachella this morning, and on my For You page, there's just an abundance of videos of girls being like, I can't believe like this brand randomly uninvited me last minute. Like Airbnb cancellations. I'm thinking like, oh my god, I can't believe like this is happening. Like this is so insane. I can't believe people are doing this.
These people had already done all the planning, all the prep work, booked flights, outfits, everything, and then boom, revoked.
So apparently a lot of the influencers that partnered with Addicted to go to Coachella are either getting dropped or ghosted 2 days before Coachella and are essentially left in the dust to fend for themselves.
I've seen so many gay boys and black creators being ghosted. And let me tell you the two brands that they're talking about. Addicted and Medicube. Rumor is Addicted is dropping all of their black creators and influencers. Addicted is an Israel brand. They don't like black folks any fucking way. It seems like mostly what I'm seeing is a lot of white creators. I see some ethnics, but not a lot when it comes to influencers going.
People were asking all the obvious questions. Did the brands back out because costs got too crazy? Did they over-invite and have to cut people? Or was this whole thing never fully locked in and just used for hype from the start?
Pack with me for Coachella. Get a spray tan with me for Coachella. Eat breakfast with me before I go to Coachella.
Some even figured certain influencers might have been exaggerating or straight up making parts of it up just to get sympathy from other brands and score a free pass anyway. We'll probably never know the full truth.
I did not know how fake Coachella really is until I just saw some videos on here. Like, I just saw this influencer posting her luggage with the caption, "This girl's going to Coachella," and a brand actually commented on her post and was like, "Oh, we'll see you there, babe." And then she responded saying she doesn't even have her ticket yet and then was begging them for an invite. Now it makes me think that all these influencers that are posting that they're going to Coachella aren't actually going. Because what do you mean you're posting that you're going and then you admit in the comments you're not?
Now, let's talk about the rich side, because holy shit, they are not holding back this year. Sophie Rain dropped almost $200,000 for 3 days and did not even blink, and she broke it all down on camera.
How much does it cost to go to Coachella with receipts? So obviously I am not a brand-friendly influencer, so I had to pay for Coachella all on my own. And I'm going to Coachella with the entire Bop House, the assistants and stylists, so I had to get 12 tickets. We got 12 artist passes and a table at the main stage, and it ended up being $67,980. You guys know me, so obviously I booked a private jet, and a round trip to Coachella Valley cost me $37,498. We originally had an Airbnb booked way in advance for $29,000, but they canceled on us 3 days before the event. So we had to book another Airbnb, and that total was $83,375. And as I said prior, I got a stylist, and all of the clothes that she got me ended up totaling to be $5,000. So the total cost for 3 days at Coachella is $192,845.86. Do you guys think this is worth it?
With all that money, I could pay off 4 years of college debt and still have enough left to actually live. But that's the rich Coachella. They treat a $250,000 weekend like it's just spoiling my friends and making memories. Kylie Jenner and Sophie Rain both posted videos that went absolutely viral, showing private jets, luxury mansions they were only using for 2 or 3 days, and front row everything. People called it out hard because a lot of them already live in California, yet they still took private jets just to get to Indio. It felt less like going to a music festival and more like a full performance. I get that celebrities and influencers want to go all out with outfits, makeup, and content since Coachella only happens once a year. But casually blowing $200,000 in 3 days,
bro, what are you talking about, man?
While most people cannot even afford the general admission ticket, feels dystopian as hell, especially with how the economy is right now. A lot of people did not realize until this year that some influencers are not just getting flown out for free. They are getting paid on top of it. We are talking flat fees of $10,000 plus flights, VIP packages, wristbands, the whole package, just to attend, post content, and promote them on top of free everything. That is what is really fueling the backlash. It is not just a free trip anymore. It is heavily compensated while regular people are risking bad credit scores on payment plans. Brands go all out with their marketing budgets because they know these creators will post way more than the required deliverables.
I just checked into my hotel room for Coachella, so let me give you a room tour.
Oh my gosh.
This bag is so cute. I'm here with Neutrogena and I'm so excited. Here we have some jewelry. Oh my gosh, these film cameras. It's a magnetic wireless power pack that you just stick onto the back of your phone. Wireless earphones. Look, it's these extendable water bottles. That's so cool. Touchland hand sanitizer and these fanny packs. I love this brown color so much. Oh my gosh, we got some Club Neutrogena bandanas, a hat, a day bag, some snacks on the nightstand. Are you kidding? They even gave a hair straightener. Let me do a live unboxing. That is so cool. For the festival, I'm actually gonna put my hair back like this, so this is perfect.
From a marketing perspective, it makes total sense. But damn, it makes the rest of us feel like background characters in someone else's paid vacation. The accommodations for the rich are straight mansions reserved for the Kardashians and big brands. These places get rented out so brands can invite 40 of their favorite TikTokers, give them all tickets, food, everything, and tell them to make content. That is not for normal people, that is for the brand trips and the ultra wealthy. That is the rich side. Comfort, access, zero stress, paid to be there, private jets, mansions, front row, and the full fantasy. Now, let us talk about the poor side, the part they definitely do not show in the highlight reels. This is the reality for the regular people who saved up all year, put tickets on payment plans they can barely afford, and still showed up anyway. More than 60% of this year's attendees used installment plans just to get in the door. $41 fee to break it up, $49.99 down payment. That is how they are selling it now. The messaging is not even about the music or the experience anymore. It is $20 down gets you in the door. Festivals know most young people cannot pay the full price up front, so they make it feel affordable until the credit card bill and bad credit score hit later. Add all that up, and you are easily looking at thousands more.
Have you ever wondered how much it costs a normal person to go to Coachella? Let's do a little content creator transparency time. I don't know if anyone will be this honest with you, but I will, okay? We need a hotel, right? Because I can't stay in the desert. Hey, how much do you think a 3-night stay is at a hotel? Can we think? I know it's gonna be expensive. It's Coachella season, high traffic. I'm prepared. Okay. I go to look up a hotel that I've stayed at before. 3 nights. What's your guess? What's your guess? Hi, $9,000. Do you got it? Pre-tax. Yeah. Okay. What about La Quinta Inn, the little corner La Quinta Inn? Yeah, $6,000. Oh, yeah. And that's not counting your flight. That is not counting your food, your transportation, tickets to the festival. Granted, I am doing this last. I thought it would be fun to kind of tell you that, yeah, it's probably gonna end up costing me like literally like $12,000 to $15,000 if I that is life-changing amounts of money. I'm not staying at that hotel for $9,000. I'm not. $9,000? That's like 3 months worth of rent. I'm a Goda humble queen and I refuse to spend that. But I'm gonna find a way to do it like reasonably because I can't. I'm not spending $9,000 on 3 nights. 3 nights, that's 36 hours. 36 hours, $9,000. Hey, that's crazy to me.
How much does it cost for 2 people to go to Coachella? Let's break it down. I'm going to start this off by saying that this is what I was comfortable paying and everyone's situation is absolutely going to be different. I kind of like to break this down into a few tiers. So the first tier is things you absolutely cannot live without. And one is going to be a ticket into the festival. That right there at its lowest is going to cost around $1,100, $550 per ticket. Next, you need somewhere to stay and your cheapest option is going to be car camping, which comes out to about $180 total. I mean, come on, that comes out to $45 a night. You can't beat that. And then lastly, you are gonna need a way to get there. Now, for some people, this might mean airplane. Fortunately for us, it's just driving there. And I would roughly estimate that we spend anywhere between $30 and $40 on gas to get down to Indio, California. So far, our estimate for tier 1 things that are absolutely non-negotiables comes out to $1,320 for 2 people. Now, this next tier is really gonna vary by situation. It's gonna depend a lot on things you already own. So these are still things that you absolutely need, especially if car camping, but might not mean that you have to necessarily buy them because you might already have it. So for the category of supplies, I'm going to count everything you see in this video here. It's things from Amazon, Walmart, Target, Trader Joe's, CVS, also including our food that we brought. That totaled out to $842. Next in this tier would also be in festival purchases. So this is anything from alcohol to food to even buying merch. And in this category, I'm counting things we bought at the grocery store during the weekend. So this category comes out to $544. And that's because Coachella is really like vacation to us. So you know what? Buy that to buy ice cream bar. So now with tier 1 of necessities and tier 2 of varies by situation, total so far is $2,706 for 2 people.
The housing nightmare made everything worse. Airbnb hosts are canceling long-held reservations at the last second so they can relist the same property for 2 or 3 times the price. People are calling it Scamchella now. Hosts are straight up using it as an infinite money glitch with no real accountability. They cancel, relist higher, and pocket the difference. The listings that are left are insane.
Coachella Airbnb owners are canceling pre-booked rentals to charge more to last-minute groups. This has happened to several of my friends who have booked places for thousands of dollars. This one, for example, $7,500, 3 months in advance for 4 nights. The owner canceled just last week, which is 2 weeks before the festival, by saying he sold the house. Then he relisted it for 2.5 times the price on Airbnb the next day. Same thing happened to another friend here with miraculously the same excuse for a completely different Airbnb that was again relisted after being canceled. Okay, Airbnb, let's go over their new options. Oh, here we go. Their options are a camp in someone's backyard for $2,000, no tent included, of course. Oh, wait, here you go. We can get a smaller house, 2 bedrooms for $22,000 for 3 days. $22,000 for 3 days for a 2-bedroom. What the fuck? Oh, here's an option. 9 bedrooms. This is a good size. Oh, wait. $132,000 for the weekend for 3 days. You can buy a place in some states for that. Airbnb, this is wildly against your policy and you need to do better.
If you are regular folk, you are getting screwed. Day 1 traffic was literal hell.
Coachella day 0. This is the line as of 3:25 a.m. you guys.
6:50 a.m. Our car is about 5 cars away from security. Looks like they're actually gonna check right now. They have dogs.
People stuck in lines at 3:25 a.m. just to get in and set up a tent. Camping is straight up survival mode for most people. One guy even found something moving under his car, probably a snake, and still had to sleep there anyway.
Shit, there it is. Oh, it's moving. Shit, it's a moving.
Some setups look cute in pictures, but feel miserable in real life. Why go through all that trouble if you are just going to be dying of heat the whole time? The shower situation was a full-on debacle. Lines so long, people waited an hour or more, and the showers closed at 7 p.m. anyway.
Let's see how long this shower line takes me. Yeah, the showers aren't the best, but I mean, if you have some slippers, at least you have a shower with some water pressure above your head.
Shower situation, this is a pop-up that we have. Inside we have this bamboo mat so your feet don't get dirty with the muddy grass, and we have our bucket filled with water, and this is the shower head that we use. So basically all you do is you push, that turns on, and this isn't turned on unless you actually push the button. So you push and it's just like a regular shower head.
Food is another scam. $17 lemonade that is mostly ice. $120 worth of nachos and tacos that taste terrible with cold tortillas and barely edible everything. Some people are so broke after buying tickets and housing that they are legit cooking eggs outside in the heat just to eat. Others are straight up starving themselves because they already spent everything. Even the wind tried to ruin everything.
The pizza for you and me. The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza freedom pizza.
Campsites were getting destroyed so badly that headliner Anima had to cancel his set last minute because the stage could not be set up safely. Hundreds of thousands of people waiting, and then boom, canceled with no refunds mentioned. This year, the Bieber effect made everything 10 times worse. Justin Bieber's first big concert in 4 years created insane demand. Tickets on resale jumped from 1,800 VIP to 6,000. GA from normal prices to 9,000 or even 10,000 at the last minute.
This Coachella might go down in the history books as the most popular and expensive Coachella, even more than Baychella, which was almost maybe 10 years ago now, I think. I think there's a couple factors for why this is the most popular Coachella, and I'll explain that. But yesterday when I thought my ticket got canceled and then StubHub fixed it, I was looking at the official AXS resale website, and a GA pass was $1,700, and I thought that was a lot for GA. 24 hours later, and it's gone up to $6,000. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow, the day before the festival, the ticket goes up to $10,000 for GA. Now, obviously, one of the biggest reasons this is so popular is because Justin Bieber famously hates touring. He doesn't do a ton of concerts anymore, and this might be one of those few times we actually get to see him live before he retires. So
the crazy truth is that Coachella has started to feel less about the music and more about proving you were there. The wealth gap is impossible to ignore now. Capitalism is crazy, and people are still putting themselves in dire situations that leave them broke with bad credit scores. You could have invested that money into something that actually benefits your future, but instead it is all about living in the moment and posting the perfect picture. I honestly think the festival is live streamed on YouTube with way better views anyway, so maybe that is the real move at this point. Coachella used to feel magical, but now it just feels like expensive Instagram cosplay for the rich, while everyone else pays to suffer in the desert and pretend they are having the time of their life. That is the side they do not show you, and that is the reality a lot more people need to see before they risk everything to go.